So we're talking about the use of deception. Like, what is the actual flaw, though? See how deception as a flaw, the problem with deception as a flaw is that's like a one word idea or kind of behavior, which is not as sophisticated. It's less sophisticated than a kind of phrase or statement that unpacks that, that term deception. Because I don't really know what that means. Who are you deceiving? Who are you deceiving? How are you doing it? Why are you doing it? See how I'm using the mini questions even for this word? Because I think having just a one word answer to this question is not very sophisticated either. Okay. Why are you deceiving? Okay. So again, I would have to kind of know where you want to go exactly with your argument, but humanity or text explore, through or in light of a marginalized an individual marginalization, or in response to marginalization or the human experience of that, in response to the human experience of marginalization, right? Now, why are they marginalized? Because I think that comes from a flaw as well. So I think you kind of missed an opportunity to talk about a flaw there, right? In response to the human experience of marginalization, right, which arises from the human flaw. And what is the flaw that results in marginalization? It's kind of like tribalism, I would say. So people tend to be tribal. They want to get into groups and they exclude others, okay? Which arises from the human flaw or the flawed tendency. See the way I'm using flaw there? I don't want to just keep saying the flaw of or the flaw that is, but from the flawed tendency, right, to exclude any perceived other. We call them an other, right? Like Shylock is an other. He's different. So he's not part of our group. He's not a Christian, for instance. So therefore, we're going to marginalize. Okay. Now, that comes from a desire to have power over others and to feel secure and safe. But that's a tribalistic tendency there. Okay. And we could also add that in. That's the key word. That's the key word of your question. Tribalistic tendency to exclude any perceived other. Look at that. That's how you talk about a flaw. You don't just say the flaw of marginalization. You say a tendency to exclude any perceived other. Okay, that links to the experience of marginalization. Hopefully you're seeing there that this is an expansion of that word. So you're not just saying one word like deception, okay? But we can also say flawed again. Don't be afraid to overuse the key term of the question. That's what markers want to ensure that you're engaging with. So again, make their lives easy by just using that word a lot, but don't use it in a generic way, as I've talked about. Use it in a very specific way. So define it. In response to the human experience of marginalization, which arises from the flawed tribalistic tendency to exclude or alienate any perceived other, you could use either of those words. Individuals are equally motivated, and also flawed, are equally flawed, right? This is how you can use it again. Like, look how much more impressive this is going to be. Are equally flawed due to their consequent motivation to deceive, right? Individuals are equally flawed due to their consequent motivation to deceive others or to deceive the community and pursue revenge or something, right? So their vengefulness is a flaw as well, you could argue. So they're equally flawed due to their consequent motivation to deceive the community and pursue revenge. Okay, see all of that? That's me unpacking a flaw again. So we say flaw twice in that sentence. Hopefully it's making sense why this is going to do a lot better on average than a sentence like this, because all you set up here, and you didn't actually say flaw, I should have the same one. I think you said just something about deceit, but you didn't actually say the word flaw at all in your original sentence. Try and word things as a phrase. Deceive who? The community. Okay, we could even be more specific there if we wanted. You have to keep in mind your prescribed and related text, of course, and pursue revenge. Okay, so again, I don't want to get into the problem of listing, and in fact, I can improve this by saying due to their consequent motivation to deceive the community in the pursuit of revenge. That sounds a lot better. So if you can avoid the word end avoid listing at all costs, you're also going to be more sophisticated. So avoid the word end as best you can, right? That's actually really powerful.